Hi parents, this is Louise or Lulu from Lulu's Music, and I'm just going to give you a quick instructional video so you can see what your children are learning, because you need to help them practice. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes here or there, practicing is important. The number one thing we learned is the parts of the ukulele and the names of the strings, and I taught them this little chant to remember it. Good cats eat apples. So it's good, G, cats, C, eat, E, and apples for the A string. G, C, E, A is how you want this ukulele tuned. I highly recommend you purchase an electronic tuner. It clips on here at the top, and you can see the letters, how it's in tune. And I can send a separate video, or you can FaceTime me or email me if you have any questions about how to use this. But we do want to make sure that ukulele is in tune every time they play it. New ukuleles are not going to hold a tune very well. You need to stretch out the strings a little bit. The more you play it, the more it will stay in tune. But it's very important that we train the ears to hear the correct intervals. So we want to hear this. Now, if you have a good ear, you could tune it to a piano if you have a piano at home, or apps. There's free apps on the App Store, the Ukulele Buddy, Ukulele Tuner, etc., and you can tune it that way as well. So please help your child to tune the ukulele every day. We'll teach the kids how to tune themselves, but probably not the first semester. It's a little too much for them. The next thing we learned is that this is the nut, and these are the frets, and we count down from the nut. So we practice putting our thumb behind so we can pinch that these fingers are all nice and loose, and I tell them to put a big fluffy marshmallow pretend in their hand, so it's a nice relaxed hand. And we only have 4 fingers because the thumb's hiding. So finger number 1 was weak 1, and we put him right here, and that made a C7 chord. I'm holding my fingers out of the way, but you want everything nice and loose. And that makes this sound. C7 chord looks like this. So here's the nut, which is just a picture of my ukulele, right? There's the nut, and there are the frets, and there are my 4 strings. So I have good cats eat apples. So I know my finger goes on the A string, and it's my first fret, first finger, Mr. Pointer. All right. O means open string, so no fingers on those strings. And on the C7, which was our first chord, your child has a sparkly dot. First finger pinches right on the tippy top of the finger, so short fingernails, and it sounds like this. And we learned this song. You put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. You put the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. And some kids played that while the other kids did the motion. So squeeze the lime in the coconut and then drink it all up. Squeeze the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. You squeeze the lime in the coconut, drink it all up. That was week 1. Week 2, so finger number 1 played C7, the sparkly dot. We brought out Tall Man, the tallest finger, or finger number 2, and he played A minor. So again, I have my strings, good cats eat apples. No fingers, open strings on these 3, but on the good, the G string, I'm going to bring down my second finger, or Tall Man. So he has to reach way up there, so that would look like this, and you have a red dot there. Tall Man would go way up to the top, and that's an A minor chord. So these fingers are nice and loose. I've got room for a mouse to go through the house here, we say, or a big fluffy marshmallow in my hand, and I'm using my thumb in behind to pinch right on the string. And we learned this song, strum, strum, tap. Strum, strum, tap. Strum, strum, tap. We will rock you. Strum, strum, tap. to be able to sing and play at the same time, it takes a little more skill, so they'll need an adult. Maybe the adult can sing while the child plays and then take turns vice versa. But they were all able to do the rhythm, which is really great. Week 3, we, of course, bring out finger number 3, which is my ring finger. And we're going to count down 3 frets from the nut. There's the nut, and there's 1, 2, 3. But we only want the 3rd finger touching here. So there's my C chord. Good. Cats. Eat. No fingers on those 3 strings, but on the apple string, I count down 3 from the nut. 2, 3, and there's my 3rd finger pinching right on the string. All right, and it should sound like this. So I taught the kids that this is home base, first position, first finger for any note on the 1st fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret. Thumb is in behind, pinching, sorry, don't mean to make you dizzy with this video, and that's my C chord, C major. So we can sing, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So those are the 3 chords, 3 fingers on 3 different frets. And that is what your child has learned so far. We won't be learning many more chords after that. We'll just be practicing moving from one fret to another. So this is a wonderful way to practice without making any noise. Just practicing the fine motor skills. Or maybe C7, A minor, back to C. C7 to C and back to C7. A minor, C. Just things like that are practicing. Have fun. Please help your child to practice. Like I said, even if it's just 5 minutes a day, even if it's just row your boat for fun family sing-along, that counts, that matters. We want your child to progress, but we also want everyone to have fun. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.